mysterious, the curious, the mysterious, the curious, the blurriest. From the beginning of time, man has wondered about mysteries. Are they fiction or are they fact? The Eberling Enigma. Submitted for your examination, Eberling. A name synonymous with innovation. A name on which fortunes were made through startling, prolific inventions. A name known also to disappear. Thomas Eberling was at the height of his brilliant career, and some said working on his most ingenious invention yet, when he suddenly disappeared from public life forever more than 150 years ago. But what happened to Thomas? Was he the victim of foul play by a jealous rival? Or had he stumbled upon something so powerful that it had to be kept hidden? Thomas's genius was inherited by the latest Eberling, Max Eberling, a virtual rock star in the up-and-coming scientific community. Unfortunately, genius was not the only thing these two men had in common. So too were their penchants for disappearing. But why did he vanish too? Max was last seen 10 years ago at this infamous Einstein Awards banquet, where hundreds of the world's top minds were saved when a fire alarm cleared the room just moments before the ceiling collapsed. But when the ceiling collapsed, Max, like a rock star, had left the building. How could a man, even a genius such as Max, have predicted such an event? Yet this footage clearly suggests that Max Eberling did just that. Why would a man admired by all and a hero to many walk away from his newfound fame? Surely the key to this mystery is more than the simple wish to avoid the notorious scientific paparazzi. What are the secrets being held by the Eberling estate? Did the Eberling genius come with a price? The price of a curse? The world may never know, but that won't stop us from wondering whatever became of this modern mystery.
What I really want to know, Dad, is why you're wearing sunglasses everywhere except where you need them most.
I thought I heard your father's voice.
I don't think so. You're imagining your ghosts again.
No, I'm certain I heard him, Anna. As clear as if he were standing right here. Have you felt a shiver coming over you?
Mum, why did Dad wear sunglasses all the time?
Well, why don't you just ask him? He's probably in your bathroom. Sometimes he likes to go...
No, Mum. What you were hearing was that mystery show. I was watching it again.
This is how you want to spend your birthday.
No, listen. I think I found something interesting this time. You see, it's the sunglasses.
I think you're going to find this much more interesting.
What's this?
I found it a few weeks ago in an old shoebox.
For my daughter Anna, on her 16th birthday. Has this been hidden in the house all this time?
Either that or one of the ghosts left it.
What is it? What does this mean?
Maybe it's a way to contact your father on the other side.
Don't you see? Maybe it means he's still alive. I know it's been 10 years, but I always had the feeling...
If he was still alive, would I be seeing his ghost everywhere? Would I?
No, but maybe he's stuck or trapped somewhere or held captive by someone.
Maybe he's helping Tintin find Professor Calculus. Oh.
Seriously, Mum? You really don't know anything about his work?
Never you mind, never you mind. It's best left alone for your own good. And so on and so on. That is what Max always said to me, and that is what I say to you, my sweet. Now, I ordered in some nice birthday cake, and I suddenly feel a nasty draft coming from somewhere. Whew. Are you coming down?
But what if these things are clues that will help me find him?
It's best left alone.
I I know my father wanted me to have this for a reason, and I intend to find out what it is. I should take Mom's boots. She'll probably ask for them later. We always have to swap batteries in this house. Meant to recycle that hanger. Mum must have locked the door. Odd. My house keys are missing. I'll bet Mum knows where they are. The thermostat's in here. The fireplace should be low now. Mum will be unhappy. It's an old mechanical diorama. My mother always said it was a family heirloom too delicate for kids to play with. But now I wonder if it has something to do with my father's disappearance. It might work. It looks like a tiny speaker. There was probably something attached to amplify sound at one time. I hear gears turning. Is that it? Sigh. No one's going to fix this except me.
Anna, the fire's low. I'd fix it, but I can't walk on this floor. It's too cold.
My party balloons might come in handy. I'll keep them in mind. It looks stale. I see the fuse blew in the gallery again.
Maybe rats chewed the wires, but I didn't want to call the electricians. They might fall off a ladder or burn the house down. Better off.
But isn't it good to look at all the family portraits in there once in a while?
Best stay out of there. I only use it for storage now. You might trip on something and kill yourself.
People don't kill themselves tripping on things. Maybe those portraits can give me some clues that will help me.
That's where you're wrong, Anna. It happens all the time.
What do you and Dad's ghost talk about?
I tell him how you're doing. He's very proud of you.
It's okay, Mum. I'm glad. What about visiting your family? Don't you miss all those society parties?
Not really. Your father was always the most interesting person in the room.
Why did you close the shutters behind you?
Lightning might break the window.
Are you still getting chills?
I always feel a draft when ghosts are active in the house. I'm too cold to sleep.
We need a generator. We can't let every storm knock out our electricity.
Oh, and leave cans of explosive fuel lying around in storage?
Why do we keep blowing fuses? I feel like something is drawing power that we don't know about.
Spirits disrupt the flow of energy.
Did you ever think of selling this old house?
Never. Where would all the ancestors live?
Where did Father do his experiments?
He went to the Institute.
But when he was here, did he have a lab?
He locked himself in the study.
Was there some reason why you locked the front door and took my house keys?
I'm sorry, Anna, but I was afraid you'd go out into the storm and get hit by lightning.
What are the odds of that?
0, as long as you stay in the house.
Let me outside to see the storm.
I can't. You know the rules. We batten down the hatches in a storm.
Do you know how to make the diorama work?
Stay away from it, Anna. They use it to get into the house.
It's just the old place creaking, Mum.
If it were just the house settling, then why are my feet cold? So cold. The house is not settling. It's possessed.
Cold feet. That's my mother. If she were in a sauna, and the sauna was in the Sahara, and the Sahara was in full summer, what would she have? Cold feet. Still, she might be right about that diorama being connected to my ancestors. Somehow. Did Dad ever get the diorama to work?
Yes. Long ago. But he said it had a ghost. Peppa's ghost.
What's that old diorama do, Mum?
It's an automaton built by your great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Eberling. I've never seen it work, Anna, but don't touch it. Your father always said it was haunted by Peppa's ghost.
Who was Peppa?
I think he was an inventor friend of Thomas's. But it's not only Peppa's ghost. It's the ghost of all your ancestors.
Do you know why Thomas built the diorama?
Your father never said, but he always smiled when he looked at it, like it was some sort of private joke. And no one was allowed to touch it.
Tell me again, who built the diorama?
Oh, you know, darling, that crazy old Thomas, your great-great-great-grandfather.
Do you have a theory about this glass vial?
No, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. You think just like him.
What do you think really happened to Dad?
Ask his ghost.
Why did he always wear sunglasses?
He said he injured his eyes in a lab experiment. I never believed him.
How come I never got a pet for my birthday?
I thought the bird in your cuckoo clock was your pet. Anyway, animals don't like ghosts.
Now that I'm 16, how about a drink?
Heavens no, too dangerous.
How much trouble can I get into here? Can we go somewhere to celebrate?
And drive on these roads in a storm?
Here, keep your feet warm.
Oh, I suppose I can fix the fireplace.
Something's under the cushion. My house key.
How does this...
Cards from Mother and some relatives. Mother doesn't like lit candles. They lead to house fire.
I think I did it!
I know what they are. Socks. It's been out too long. Probably not safe to eat. It's too risky to go in. Here's a flashlight and a 15-amp fuse. Done. Please don't blow up in my face. Great. I won't need the flashlight anymore. Ancient furniture. Stuff that reminds us of Father. My father's old motorbike. Once upon a time, people had fun around here. But somewhere along the line, Max Eberling. 1968 to... So this is my father, Max. I don't remember much about him, really. I was only 6 the last time I saw him. Again, scientist. And again, nobody seemed to know what he was working on. I don't know what it is with this family and mystery projects. Victor Eberling, 1936 to 1998. The story on Conrad's son Victor is that he ruffled the family feathers when he threw away a promising career as a surgeon for a life at sea. Officially, he crossed the world as captain of trading vessels of questionable origins while documenting the diffusion of infectious diseases. Which sounds like the Eberling way of saying he was a smuggler. If there was ever any proof one way or the other, it was lost at sea when his ship and everyone on it went down in a heavy storm. Was it the Eberling family curse? Conrad Eberling, 1878 to 1941. Conrad showed up after Edgar's death. Some people wondered if he was really Edgar's son, but he had the Eberling inventor gene sure enough. He designed and piloted early airships, which is pretty cool. But the big thing he was working on was the first aerial map of the whole planet. It was supposedly the most detailed map ever made, but I've never seen it. No one has. It was either lost or stolen, or else it never really existed. Conrad died in an airship accident in World War II. Edgar Eberling, 1847 to 1892. Edgar was a scientist like Thomas, but according to Mom, he wasn't as brilliant. He spent most of his life traveling the world, probably to get away from the expectations of his famous father. He did a good job of it too, because no one even knew where he was for years. Then all of a sudden he came back and started giving public lectures warning about the dangers of gas lighting, which is odd because he died in a theater fire. He also had a reputation as a ladies' man but never married. How's that for colorful? My favorite ancestor is Thomas Eberling, my great-great-great-grandfather. He was also a pretty great scientist and inventor. Something about this portrait looks new. My great ×3 grandfather. Something's odd about that painting. Purple checked coat, blue striped bird. I don't think so. Green book with circles, red rose. Strange details. Something Mother said about the diorama. Who was Peppa and how did he or she die? It's my house key. Party balloons. My mother's idea of living dangerously. I'm not kidding. A bent-up old metal hanger. The glass is really dark, but I think there might be something in the center. Avoid that. Avoid that. The reason Mum won't fix the roof? She's worried the roofers will get hurt. Mansions and novels never have leaky roofs. Not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. We got copies of almost every newspaper in Switzerland when Father disappeared, but we never found a clue about where he'd gone. That That was my best memory as a kid, but now all I can think is, were you already planning to leave us? I searched that desk years ago. Someone emptied it the day Father disappeared. That lampshade's getting burned by the bulb. Now, nothing's more important than working late with you guys. I love work so much. I put my famous career above everything else. It's 150 years old. That's close to 10 of my lifetimes. Raphus cucullatus. That's Latin for dodo bird. Everyone knows it's been extinct for centuries. I'll figure it out someday. Eberling was elected into the Royal Society in 1877. I wonder why Thomas' certificate isn't here too. Wonder which Eberling shot that beautiful creature. I suppose he would be dead by now anyway. Leave it. I never liked it. Didn't we have a ladder here? What happened to it? This clock has never worked. I think it's someone's idea of a joke. About the portraits.
All your ancestors. 150 years of scientists and explorers.
Mum, I know that. I've only lived here my whole life. Didn't Father ever tell you the stories?
He always just said it was best left alone.
Thomas Eberling's portrait looks new. Did you have it restored?
No one's been in that room. Except...
ghosts. I know you were thinking it. It's on medium heat.
Get back from those windows, Anna. You're taking a big risk getting struck by lightning. I don't want to add your ghost to all the other spirits in this house.
I think the risk of lightning coming through the window is pretty small.
Everyone believes the risk is small just before something bad happens to them. Your father was forever taking risks, and look what happened.
Quick, before she notices. Quick, before she notices. Quick, before she notices. Okay, I'm going outside. I should bring it back to the study. I wasn't trying to escape, I was just cleaning windows. I've practically lived my whole life in that room. The lightning flashed on something shiny in the fountain. 3 gold coins. Okay, that's weird. They weren't here before, and we haven't had visitors in ages. These symbols on the fountain look just like the ones carved on the box containing the glass vial. I thought they looked familiar. Pretty obvious what that is. Pretty obvious what that is. Come on, lightning. It looks like some kind of casting mold for a key. There's nothing alive in there. Plants don't fare well here at Villa Eberling. The old family cuckoo clock still works perfectly, as long as someone remembers to wind it. The storm knocked out our phones. I vaguely remember my father fiddling with this before he went away. It might have some connection to the glass vial, or not. It fits perfectly. I hear gears turning. Is that it? I'm not even noticing the puddles now. Success! That seems good. Let me try a few more. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What did Thomas want me to do? It goes in the stud. Yeah, I'll set it up. There's no search function in a library. If I want to find something, where do I even start? Some of these go back to Thomas Eberling's time. This was how they stored information before the internet. I can't read most of these foreign books. I only know 4 languages. Empty. Father didn't leave a note. Not not so exciting when it's next to a motorbike. I took everything I need. Great idea! Could I melt these coins down to make a key? She makes me blow out unlit candles on my birthday, and it drives me mad! It's my job to maintain the lights in the house. The thermostat's in here. Just bits and bobs. And a light bulb. Perfect fit. I need to fix this old thing.
Understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you. I congratulate you on discovering the secret of Peppa's ghost. My name is Max Eberling, and I designed this automaton to test your intellect and strength of purpose. But this is only the first test. My years of private research have resulted in a momentous discovery. I have harnessed a power which may prove to be of immense benefit to mankind, but which also holds the potential for unprecedented destruction. After witnessing this destruction in my own son Edgar, I had determined that mankind was not yet ready to possess it. For this reason, I built a secure laboratory to continue my work in secrecy. However, as dangerous as this power can be, I could not in good conscience permit its virtues to be lost to humanity. It became necessary for me to make provisions for my eventual demise. The secure area can only be accessed from my study. To gain entry, you will need to count the specific hours of the day, beginning with the 0 hour. The code to those hours is in this book. Remember this book, and the starting point, the 0 hour. A word of warning. You are about to embark on a perilous journey. Until you have come to a full understanding of what I have discovered, this must be held in absolute secrecy. Should you have any doubts along the way, Darwin will assist you.
I don't have the stomach for it. I'm getting sick of reading science books. I want to go out and do my own experiments. Foreign science books. Thomas held a book called Liber Abaci. He was saying something about it, but I couldn't hear him. I see it. A fragile copy of Liber Abaci. Fibonacci time. With hours 0 and 1, the time has just begun. When present is added to past, the future hour is cast. Just as adding the previous 2 will get to the next in the queue. That seems good. Let me try a few more. Nothing happened. What did I do wrong? What did Thomas want me to do? Fibonacci time with hours 0 and 1. The time has just begun. When present is added to past, the future hour is cast. Just as adding the previous 2 will get to the next in the queue. That seems good. Let me try a few more. Okay, the pendulum's working now. The shelves in the corner are moving. Something tells me those stairs don't lead to a wine cellar. Thomas said it would take me on a perilous journey. Should I risk it? Or should I get a blanket and go sit with my mother? I say risk it.